Hello, good evening, and welcome to the business news segment on News 360 with me, Martin Asiedu Daten. Here, your business is my business. To the details now. And Ghana ended 2015 with an inflation rate of 17.7%, up by 0.1% from the figure of 17.6% in November last year. The main drivers for the increase came from the non-food groups such as transport, recreation and culture, and then fuel and utilities.
Household equipment and routine maintenance, housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels, and clothing and footwear. For the food inflation rate, the price drivers were vegetables and mineral water, soft drinks, fruit and vegetable juices.
The Ashanti region recorded the highest year-on-year inflation rate of 19.2%, while the Upper East region recorded the lowest at 13.7%. The average inflation for 2015 was 17.1%. The high level of inflation is a disincentive to savings. It accounts for a higher cost of living, high interest rates, and makes it difficult for businesses to fix prices.
Once fuel prices go up, transport, even though it may not have been official, people really do increase their prices on the blind side of government. So all these issues could have contributed to the rise in the inflation rate for the locally produced items. But all in all, the non-food inflation rate is the one that is driving the overall inflation rate in the country.
Low inflationary rate is more appealing to borrowing because interest rates are normally down and consumers buy more. The ECOWAS common currency regime to start in 2020 tasks all member countries to attain a single-digit inflation by 2017. Zero or negative inflation rate or deflation is bad for economic growth, as consumers are likely to postpone their purchases because they expect to pay less in the near future. To deal with deflationary pressures, government and central banks have to stimulate the economy mainly through lowering interest rates.
In other business news tonight, the Ghana Energy Commission between the month of July 2013 and December 2015 has confiscated 24,000 imported second-hand fridges. The confiscation follows a ban on the second-hand chlorofluorocarbon refrigerators.
The ban on the second-hand CFC refrigerators was as a result of the harmful effects it has on humans and the environment. Chlorofluorocarbon CFC, widely used in refrigerators, is an organic compound which contains only carbon, chlorine and fluorine, produced as a volatile derivative of the methane, ethane and propane. Since scientists discovered CFCs caused the depletion of the ozone layer, it is being phased out, but old refrigerators and other gadgets which use CFCs are still in use. At Aveno and Kokomlemle in Accra, several second-hand CFC fridges were still on display, but dealers say the refrigerators were imported before the grace period elapsed. The dealers say most people preferred the used refrigerators because they are cheaper. A second-hand double-door refrigerator cost between 600 and 700 Ghana cedis, while a brand-new ozone-free refrigerator cost 1,000 Ghana cedis or more. The Ghana Energy Commission insists it will fully enforce the ban this year.
That is the ultimate goal, to stop the display or the sale of used refrigerators in the market, and we are working towards that.
Now, beverage producer Casa Preco Company has donated 20,000 cedis to the National Cardiothoracic Center at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The gesture forms part of the company's One for Life partnership campaign to support in the treatment of patients with cardiovascular diseases.
back to 1989 has supported hundreds of cardiovascular patients to undergo surgery. As part of the partnership, the company has introduced a new purified drinking water, Awake, a charity-driven purified bottled water aimed at assisting patients with cardiovascular disease. 1 pesewa from the sale of a 500 ml bottled water and 2 pesewas from the 1.5 liter is contributed to the One for Life campaign.
We've had individual patients come to Casa Preco over the years to ask us to sponsor them with their medical bills for heart surgeries. We've also had the National Cardiac Center come personally to ask us for sponsorships. So we thought, instead of always waiting for them to come to ask for sponsorship, or even us coming here once a year, why don't we donate to them every day?
Part of the 140,000 cedis expected annually will be presented in every quarter.
Casa Preco, through this initiative, is pledging through the One for Life Fund to help pay for surgery and heart transplants for patients with serious heart conditions, and of whom the cost of such life-saving medical care is beyond their economic means. I wish to encourage all of you to patronize Awake Water. By doing so, you will be contributing to save life out there.
The group chairman also pledged to personally donate 10,000 cedis monthly to the center for the next 6 months. More than 100 children are diagnosed with cardiovascular diseases every year, out of which each child requires between $6,000 and $8,000 to undergo surgery.
There are some children with a certain form of holding hearts that you need to intervene at the time they are born, because if you don't intervene appropriately, they may die. There are lots of them who die before their first birthday. Without the appropriate surgical correction, most of these children will die before their 5th birthday. So it's very important that we make the diagnosis and able to operate on these people as early as possible.
Dr. Srebo appealed to other corporate institutions to support the center.
That'll be it for Business on News 360.